Peace, peace, peace. Welcome to the Scrap and Roll MMA podcast. I'm your host, Sky. We got your host, Jace, CJ, Damiens in the building. The band is back. All four of us is here. So you already know what that means. It could get crazy. I don't know. It's a pay-per-view weekend. We
Oh
ready to
yeah.
we ready to get spicy in here. So yeah, let's quickly look at last week's card. Um and go over that. And I ain't gonna lie, I didn't have a chance to watch last week's card for once. It's been a minute since I haven't actually watched a full card.
Uh oh.
How'd
Busybody.
y'all feel about it?
I
Go
thought it
ahead,
was cool.
Damien.
I enjoyed it for what it was. It was better than the last few cards. I could say that. That's for damn sure. I at least had some names to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? So I enjoyed it. It was cool. I didn't see the co-main event. But I am gonna go and rewatch that one because I heard someone took a little nappy nap.
Oh,
Hey, it's gonna be fast, so you ain't got nothing to worry about.
not my
But
boy Andre.
yeah, he went sleep. But for me, the car was super mid. There was some cool fights here and there. Shout out to Dan Ige. Michael Johnson put off a win. It was kind of whatever type fight. The rest
I,
of the
I
card,
thought.
if go ahead, Damien.
Oh, my fault. I was gonna say, yeah, I thought that fight was cool. I enjoyed that fight. Michael Johnson, he did what he had to do.
That
That other
I said,
dude, that other nigga that he was fighting, that man looked like an old man.
yeah. I said because I was live with the gang on TikTok. We've been having a good time going live watching the fights. I felt like it was two like uncles fighting at the family reunion over the last sip of Hennessy. You know what I'm saying? Those two guys. But other than that, the card was okay. And Joe Pyfer took a L, and a lot of people are talking bad about him. But that's what happens when you fight a crafty vet like Jack Hermanson. You got to be ready to fight 5 rounds, and his
Yeah,
gas tank kind of, I don't want to say it gave up, but Jack Hermanson was crafty. He won that fight.
yep. Did what he had to do.
He did exactly.
I think last week when we did our bets, I think all of us went with RoboCop, right?
Yep. We picked
We went
RoboCop.
RoboCop,
We
Dan
picked Dan
Ige,
Ige.
and then we picked Pyfer.
No, Jace didn't pick RoboCop. He picked Tavares.
Yep.
That is
Let the
true.
record show. Let the record show.
That is
Oh,
true.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
All
I'm gonna
right.
go
So,
the
but
ultimate gatekeeper, but I did say your boy Jack Hermanson is gonna hump this man
yeah,
for 5 rounds. Let's go.
yeah.
Hopefully all you betters out there took Daddy's advice. Daddy knows
Wow.
best.
Wow. It's a bit
Chill.
Just
much.
saying. I'm just saying. All right, can we move
um,
on?
real quick, thus far, have we had any knockouts that we would like to add to the tracker? Because I am keeping track. Any knockouts that we want to add for like knockout of the year? So we will be tracking knockout of the year. Come on, fight of the year. There ain't been no fight of the year, so I ain't even gonna, I ain't even gonna
Hmm.
ask y'all about that.
Actually,
Uh,
wait. There's been a lot of contenders for worst card of the year. A lot of contenders for that.
facts. Um, let's
I
see.
mean,
I
I
mean,
guess you could throw
KOs.
Dan Ige on there for
Okay.
just to start it, because then it'll bump off.
Yeah.
Throughout the year, it's gonna bump off.
Okay.
so let me ask you all this. We are 2 months into,
2 months.
this year. What do you think so far has been the story of the year so far?
What is
For
going to
sure.
be UFC to 300 main card? Like as far as
Yep.
what I'm hearing, everybody want to know.
Yeah. Apparently, he's
Um,
supposed to tell us
yeah,
after the 299 or this weekend's card, right?
yeah,
Like during the post fight conference. That's what I heard.
yeah.
Listen,
Uh, well, Damien ain't got no people in the street, so don't worry about that.
all I
Excuse
know
me.
is
Listen, I actually disagree with y'all. Not like adamantly. I think the story of the year so far, just as a whole, is the Sean Strickland show. Sean Strickland is making a name for himself. However you want to church it up, good, bad, happy, sad. Like
I
every time I go on any site, any of the forums, everyone's talking about Sean
There's
Strickland.
something going on. Yeah, I think that's 1A, 1B. But I think more people are clamoring with 300, and me personally, I'm tired of it. I'm so tired of it. People are acting like it's the end all be all. And I hope people just still have the same energy for 301, 302, 303, and so the fuck on. But cause
Nah,
I'm just so tired of this shit, bro.
nah. Well, but you know, I'm gonna push back on that because Dana, the UFC, all this shit, right? They've been hyping it like 300 is gonna be the one all end all, right? Like that's the way they've been hyping it. So us as the fans, you know what I mean? We we just want to have our expectations met. You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask you a question though? So
Please.
what's going to happen if it's just a regular ass card and are you just gonna I just guess I'm just a regular ass dude and I just gonna live my life. I'm gonna watch the fights and I'm gonna enjoy them, and then the next day I'm gonna take my little stinky ass back to work and have a it don't affect my life that much, man. People are going crazy over this shit,
I
and
don't
I've
think.
been watching fights for a long ass time, and I know Dana says a lot, but like people just enjoy what happens, bro. Like
Yeah.
let this stuff come, and then whatever happens, stop trying to predict everything.
Well, but okay, a couple of things about that. A, we enjoy predicting stuff. We enjoy. I mean, there's a reason why we predict fights,
I
right?
Yeah.
don't. Me personally, I don't.
You did predict. You predicted who was going to win last week.
No, because we're just on a podcast and we're talking about
That's what
that.
I'm
Like, I don't
saying.
give a
That's
fuck, bro.
fun. But
But yeah,
also,
that's
yeah,
yeah.
but wait a second though. But also though, right? Just for like the Super Bowl, there is more hype to the Super Bowl, you know, than a regular season game. There's more hype to a World Cup final than just a friendly, right? So
So
we
this is
have.
the Super Bowl. 300's the Super Bowl.
It's kind of, I would say it's supposed to be like a
of
UFC Super
of
Bowl.
the UFC. Yeah,
Is
I
that
would
fair?
agree.
Nah, I don't think so.
Agree to
So
I
then that
disagree?
agree.
means, I mean, that means everything else after it ain't worth nothing then.
No,
Not
no,
not
you take an
necessarily.
extreme.
So is 305 gonna have the same energy?
Probably not.
We
But
can
that's not.
agree.
We're not talking about 305 because it's the names that are on this card from top to bottom is like you want to be there for the early prelims type shit. You know
You
what
know
I
what it
mean?
is? You
Versus,
know what it should be? You should be there for the early prelims anyway. If
but
you're an
people
Facts.
don't.
MMA
But
fan.
I'm
If
but
you're
I'm
an MMA
saying
fan.
in this scenario, the majority of people are gonna be there from the very beginning all the way to the end. Motherfuckers don't got 5 hours to be watching fights all day.
So you know what
That's
it
just
is?
facts.
I'm coming from a fan that's been a fan and who's been a fan. From the early prelims to the end. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? I'm not putting no extra expectations on this because guess what? I watched a bullshit ass card last week, the week before, and the week before that, and I'm gonna watch after one, that one, that one, and that one, and that one. So if you're a fan, you should be watching all of them. Don't put no extra. The thing is funny about these fights though is people are like, certain people don't deserve to be on this card just because it's 300. You're like, what? Why?
I call
Hmm.
Cat, bro. I call Cat because even
On
going
cap on
into
what?
cards, Cat, let me
On
say,
me?
yeah, because even going into cards, like for example, for Salt Lake City last year, right? There was a different energy we had going in to watch that fight. I'm gonna watch fight regardless, just like everyone on
Hmm.
this fight. This podcast is going to watch fight regardless. You feel me? But there is a yes going into it. You know what I mean? With certain things, like going into
Hmm.
299, we looking at that going, oh shit, oh shit, 299 is crazy. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God. So there
There's
is a
certain
Yes,
difference.
cards.
but the thing is, it's like, yes, I'm excited for that. I'm excited for 300. I'm super excited for it. But people are poo pooing it because they want like someone like Conor McGregor. That because I ask people what like people are mad at the card. What and I'm like, what do you want? Oh, we need Conor. So that's gonna be your end all be all just to have this guy who hasn't fought in 3 years.
Mad at the
Yes.
You know
card.
what I mean?
Yes.
That's gonna be it. So
Yes.
you're gonna have a low quality fighter fight another low quality dude who hasn't been fighting in so long. That'll be your end all be all for
It
300.
doesn't matter. Connor is the biggest name in the game. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
No, but
Yep.
that's
I
what I'm
agree.
saying. That's what people are getting upset about. Look at the names on the card. It's already
Yeah.
crazy. Look
Yeah,
I
at,
it
ain't
is
and,
gonna
but
crazy.
lie.
people are mad. People are mad that Jessica Andrade is on the card.
I'm not mad at people being in the car. I'm just saying the UFC gave us these expectations of this is going to be the craziest card ever. Even him hyping how Cody and Figgy is going to be the very first fight of the night. Like you are setting a bar So yeah, so I think for me the real question is like, why can't they find a main event? Like the only dude who has came out publicly and was like, yo, give me this shit. Y'all say what you want about him. That motherfucker Alex Pereira is that dude. Is that dude. He said, I will fight against Tom at heavyweight. I want to headline 300.
I seen Aspinall come out and say that Alex doesn't want that fight on MMA Hour. He came out. I'm not sure if it was last week or whether it was on Monday, but he came out and said that Alex didn't want that fight. Like they have like I guess like friends in the same camp or something along those lines. So that fight's not happening.
Alex has publicly said that. He's
Oh, okay.
publicly said him against a Tom, and
You
I'm
know,
with it.
I mean, that'd be fine. It doesn't feel like it's not gonna. If you're not happy with the card now, I can't
Yeah,
imagine me being
exactly.
excited for Tom versus Alex at the top. Like I'm not gonna be like,
It's not
oh
going.
my god, this is
Yeah,
crazy. I think overall, what people wanted was some type of throwback. Like if it was Conor
Yep.
versus Nate, people would be hyped. If it were
yeah.
Conor versus anybody, people would be hyped. If it were, Conor versus Khabib. Like I seen somebody who would post like this tweet that was hard as hell
It's
too.
all kind
It
of
was like,
crazy
hey,
stuff.
if they had like UFC 300 pop up and then like they separate the two zeros and put like a dash O
Oh yeah,
and
I
then
seen that.
Habib face like
Oh,
that would have been cold, but that's not gonna happen. So I think people
nah.
wanted like something like off the wall
Yeah.
that's not really ever going to happen.
Hmm.
So yeah, sure, Dana said that the first fight we're gonna be like, oh, what the hell, but honestly, if we look at the card,
It's
like we had
crazy
talked about
already.
previously, Jace, like we had
Oh
talked
shit.
about previously, like really, I mean, it doesn't have a early prelim, like because all of these fights really could be at the top of a
Headliners.
main event. I just think
Except
that
two.
like which one?
Well, obviously Andrade.
He
No,
And
gets a
then
headliner
she is
fight
a
night.
headliner.
Chill,
She
Fight
chill.
headlines
night.
hella fight night.
He give us
you
fight
be
night.
you be so
Yeah,
outlandish, bro.
yeah.
just
She
being
headlines,
honest,
but she has headlined like several
she
fight nights.
has, and I
Um,
didn't watch. And then
that's
Jace
because
hate
you're
Sadiq
a
women.
hater.
Yeah, Jace be hating women.
Sadiq is not
Yes,
should
he is.
not
He
be
headlined with Edson Barbosa.
should not be. I'm not saying that people haven't, right? I'm saying what should not. Like I'm not like, oh my god. And even Bo against Cody, like man.
all,
That's the
all
only
I,
fight that would not be a headliner. Aside from that, everybody else has proved themselves. Everybody's ranked on here pretty much. Like, look at the rankings. Like, they not just putting scrubs on here. Like, the only person I don't know is Cody Brennich. That's the only person I don't know. Everybody else has a name on here. So
exactly.
I think we're just being spoiled little
I
brats.
don't
But
know who Aljamain Sterling is. Who's
I
that?
oh,
feel
okay.
like no matter who they put at the main spot, it doesn't even matter. It don't take away from the card. It don't. It can only add
Exact.
to the
And that's where I be
card.
coming from, Damien. It's like the card's already fire, bro. We got
Yeah,
high quality people on here that's gonna be
exactly.
excited from the start to the finish. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah,
Let's
but
talk.
I am anticipating who the fuck's gonna headline. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm really excited to know just because they have been talking about this shit forever now and
Ever
hyping
And
it
ever.
up
we
and building
we
it
gotta
up.
understand too. We are in shit, the middle of February. We got February, March, April. It's in April, right?
Literally,
Two
today
months.
is February 13th. It's
So we at
2 months
the
away.
halfway point. Yeah.
Watch
Um,
Volkanovski you headline. he fighting. He
absolutely
fighting.
not.
That'd be
Absolutely not.
nuts.
Hey,
Hey,
it's
shout out to Volk,
possible.
There,
man. That man
there's
It's
is
no
getting in
there's
there,
possible.
bro.
there's
It's
He in
nobody
there.
he
possible.
can fight. There's nobody he could fight that, in my opinion, would be headline worthy. That
It's
y'all should be like,
possible.
oh my god, that makes it great. Like that's the problem. Like I said, I know for a fact that they're trying to get DDP versus Israel Adesanya. Whether that happens or not, especially with DDP coming off his fight with Sean, who knows?
If I'm
Um,
DDP, there's no way I take that fight.
well,
Sky,
he
how many fights are on the card right now?
let's see, four,
Like in
six,
total? Shit, I
We
forgot
we
about
talk we
Yuri and
talk we
11,
Rakic.
talking about the wrong card right
11.
now. We talking about the
There's
wrong card
11.
right now.
I
So
know.
they looking
Yeah,
for what? Two more to make it 13?
yeah.
Two more to make it 13?
Yeah, two
You're right,
more is gonna be
Damien.
crazy. But Damien is right, y'all. I don't know how we got off on this three. Oh, because you asked about what people have been talking about. But yeah, let's
Nigga
go
killing
ahead.
those Modelo's over there. God damn.
Hey, Brew
No
Frozen
spot.
was
Hey,
fighting
hold on, hold on,
period.
hold on. Cut that. They gotta pay us, brother.
Let's get into it because you know what? The main card of 298 is not too shabby, especially after the
Yeah, it's
last
fun.
couple of weeks. We've been needing something that we know is gonna deliver. The prelim is a little light. Like I was looking at the prelim, I was like, okay, the prelim's a little light. But let's talk about the main card. Like we ain't really got to go over this unless we want to talk about Amanda versus Mackenzie Dern stepping in late notice. Um,
Fuck
but
no.
I'm
What the
not.
hell?
There's nothing in the prelim that's like, oh man, I gotta talk about. But let's go ahead and look at this main event. We got
Uh-oh.
Anthony Fluffy Hernandez taking on the
Chase
Russian
Russian
Chase
Hooper.
Hooper.
Russian
Let's
You
Chase Hooper
know,
about
go.
to beat the brakes off that boy.
I'm
Roman
always going to root for
Kopylov.
Kopylov. Let's go.
Always,
Yeah,
always.
he's super good, man.
Merab Dvalishvili taking on Henry Cejudo. Even though
This one
Merab
slipped under
defended
my
the title.
radar.
Yeah,
I saw Henry Cejudo on here. I was like, what the hell?
I don't
That
know
was
why they got Geoff Neal versus Garry above them. I'm like, you talking about a
exactly.
former two-time champion Henry Cejudo taking on Merab, the number one contender, and y'all got them under Geoff Neal versus Ian Garry? That's crazy.
They trying to give it a push to Gary.
That's
They are though.
crazy.
They love
Th-
their Irish fighters, bro.
man, they doing too much. Then we got Robert Whittaker taking on Paulo Costa. Hopefully that happens. Hey, and you never know in the middle of the
Hold on.
night, your boy
So what's
Costa.
today? Today's Tuesday. We got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We got 4 days,
Hey,
and he
Yeah.
known for doing some wild stuff and
Hey,
not
bro,
making it to the fights.
CJ, you know this. He's like old school Nick Diaz. Like, is this
For
motherfucker
real,
gonna show up? Is he showing up?
dude. He do what he
um,
want to do.
I'm shocked that Rob took this fight because this is the second time they tried to book this, or maybe it might even be the third time or something. But Rob was like, "I'm not trying to fight this dude because he was on some BS before." So you know, that should be a good fight. And then of course the main event: Alexander the Great Volkanovski taking on Ilia Topuria.
Uh,
Uh,
Whoa, wait,
Fight of the night
whoa.
right there. Fight of the night right there.
mm,
Nah,
mm.
I think performance of the night.
ooh.
I
I
don't
got
know
that one.
what's gonna be
I
fight of
got
the
that one
night.
as fight of the night. Just because it's 5 rounds, it goes longer, and there's a lot of implications on the line. They're not trying to, you know, make it a fucking dull fight. I feel
Hold
like
on,
so.
let's start at the bottom of the card before I go
Yeah.
off.
Fluffy versus Roman. I mean, like I feel like Roman's gonna get it done.
We
Hmm.
making the picks right
Same.
now for the car.
Yep.
F it,
Same.
let's do it. Yeah. Let's
Okay,
make
let's make. All right, we doing the whole car.
yeah. Well, yeah, the
Not the
five.
whole
Yeah,
card, but
the main
the main
event.
card.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. Okay,
yeah.
Copy love.
I'm going
Write it
cop.
down. Hmm.
me
I'm
too.
going Russian Chase Super. I don't know who the
Me
fuck
too.
y'all talking about.
Hey, unless he cut his hair. If he cut his hair, we don't know him. Because you know
All
we
bets are off.
because we haven't seen
He
him.
did that one time.
Yeah, exactly. We haven't seen him. You come out with a haircut. I'm like, hey, bro, I don't know who that is, but I know who the
Oh.
Russian Chase Hooper is.
Hey, woo, woo. Who mans is this? Who
Yeah,
mans is this?
facts. Merab versus Henry Cejudo.
Mmm.
Damn. That's
Fuck
a
it. I'll
tough
run
one.
it. I'll run it.
I'm going Merab.
I'm going triple C.
I'm going
Triple
triple
C gets
C.
it done. Triple C
I'm going
gets it
triple
done.
C.
He's just
You don't fire
smarter.
you don't fire your coach for no reason.
He did fire him. It was just
Oh,
some
was he
post.
trolling?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
Oh.
trolling.
Listen, because I was like, wait, ain't no way you like. Okay, yeah, you might fire your coach fair, but it's not going to be a week before fight. It's going to be two
Nah, for
months
real.
before the fight camp.
Yeah.
You feel me?
No, you
And
ain't
not
gonna
with
do
the
that shit
camera in
on
his face.
camera.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So, like, I want to talk
Triple C.
about this a lot because this fight is super interesting to me.
Let's talk about it.
It's like both the cardios kind of match. I think Triple C has better striking. No, the cardio don't match, but they're close in the cardio department. Triple C super fight IQ. I think it's gonna be a super high level fight. I don't think the striking are not gonna go in there banging it out. Pause. Um, I'm going to pick Merab just because I like him a little bit more, but I think it's gonna be a high level fight, and I'm torn between both of them. There's gonna be a highly skilled fight. I don't know if Triple C's too old. I don't know if Triple C's coming back ready to, continue that run and continue to keep fighting. And I'm the most intrigued about this fight right here because they're both super good guys. So I'm gonna go Merab. So we're split on this on the gang, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
And I
going triple
Okay.
also
C.
actually think this is going to be the most boring fight of the night.
I'm fine with that as long as Merab wins, because Merab should be fighting for the title next month on March 9th against Sugar Sean. I don't know how the fuck he's on a 9-fight winning streak and number 2 in the division, only behind Aljo, and yet he's not fighting. But Cheeto Vera is on a 1-fight winning. You can't even call it a streak, but he's on a 1-fight win and fighting for the championship because we're in fucking WWE land and we're going off
Exactly. You
the
can't even be
storyline.
surprised anymore. You
Hi
know,
haters.
it's all
Yeah.
about story driven
Yeah,
elements.
and
These
then on top
days.
of that, they
Bye,
had to stack
haters.
$2.99 to the fucking brim in order for it to sell. That's crazy to me. Yeah, so I'm going Merab because of the 9-fight winning streak, and
Yeah.
because
He
his
needs
last
that. He
performance.
needs that
Yeah,
win to stay
yeah,
at the top.
specifically beating your boy Peter Yan, Jace.
He didn't beat him.
He
He
whooped his ass.
dominated him.
He
He
50-45'd
dominated.
him.
That was an absolute domination. Set a record on that man.
What you
Let's
say,
go.
Sky?
You're the same guy that talks about, oh, Sean Strickland dominated Israel Adesanya. If that's domination, then Merab
Total
more than
domination.
total domination.
Let's
The
go
nation
to
of domination.
Farouk.
Hey,
Farouk.
real quick, let me get my last 3 picks, and I gotta start getting ready to mob.
Oh shit! All right, brother.
All right,
But
Geoff Neal versus Garry.
fuck.
Remember what month
I'm
we in. First of all, before you pick,
yeah.
remember what
I'm
month we
rocking
in.
with Neal. I'm rocking with
Okay.
Neal.
Okay. Cool.
Hands of steel, Neal. Let's go. If
right.
if homeboy couldn't finish him, well, actually he did finish him at the end, but
Well,
he
Hey,
was hanging.
usually,
chill.
He was hanging in there. Chill,
you do get a finish
chill,
at
chill,
the
chill,
end.
chill, 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 chill.
It's kind of what happens.
I got the Grim Reaper,
All right.
Robert Whittaker, and then I got Alex the Great. Let's go. Let's go.
Go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Sounds like a loser.
All
Sounds like a
right.
loser.
fam. I
We'll
gotta
see you
slide.
next week.
All right, later, y'all.
All right, be
All right,
good, bro.
Later.
Oh, I keep hitting the goddamn camera.
All right. So, moving on to Geoff Neal versus Ian Garry. How we feeling about that?
It's February, so you already know my pick.
Hey, you know what? I gotta
And
go
we
with
rolling
you because it's
tough.
February.
We rolling tough.
It's February. I gotta go with you. We 8-2, y'all. We 8-2 for February. We starting off beautifully.
Beautiful.
We got to keep that momentum going. Geoff got a lot of animosity. You got to remember, it's
Prison
the same
shirt.
man, that wore that his mugshot, and I don't think at this point I'm ever gonna go for Ian Garry. I just don't like him as a person. Just his attitude after the whole Neil Magny thing, not because of his stuff going on with his wife, because I could care less about that stuff. Ain't got nothing to do with me. But yeah, I'm going Geoff. Jace,
Oh, y'all already know who I'm rolling with.
we don't.
We don't never know.
We do not know.
Listen, Geoff Neal is garbage.
What are you talking about? Did you see what he did to Luque? He gave him brain damage, brain bleed.
He hit him with like 6 straight uppercuts.
Garbage.
That's
Went to
crazy.
war with
trash.
Shavkat.
Absolute trash.
My
Beat up
fight
Bilal.
of the year.
Absolute trash.
Okay, so who you going with there?
It's Black History Month. I'm going with Geoff Neal. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Geoff Neal. Getting that motherfucker's ass. Pause.
None of us seen that coming.
Yes, I will never, ever root for Ian Machado, Garry. Never in life. The cuck. I can't wait for the press conference.
What if he fight Bilal? Who you picking?
Bro, I'm going to abstain from that stupid ass fight.
You gotta stop trying to abstain
He
from
be doing that too
everything.
much. He don't even like either one of them.
Nah, nigga. Look, listen. Oh, Geoff shows hands of steel and beats the brakes off this nigga. It's Black History Month. Let's go.
He need a good showing, man.
It's Black History Month. Let's go.
I feel like that's the first time that Jace acknowledged that it was Black History Month, CJ.
Oh no.
Don't you think
so?
Y'all stop hating. Y'all stop hating.
I like when it just be me and Sky. We could jump you, bro.
Damn. You know what I'm saying? No, on a serious note, I don't fuck with Ian Garry, bro. He was wild. I'll never forget just the disrespect, on your boy Neal
for no reason.
For no reason. Just like, the fuck? Shout out to me and Sky's older brother. just for no reason. What are you talking about? Inside joke.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, I mean, I am excited to see what happens during the presser. It's been kind of quiet, like as far as like the fan base, from what I can
You're
hear.
right.
Yeah.
What's today's Tuesday? It does feel kind of quiet for this card.
Yeah, especially for Garry, because like last month, or what was that, in December, they was going crazy.
Set on fire.
Yeah, so he's been kind of quiet, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna get booed out the gym.
Oh, for sure.
He's gonna get booed out the gym.
For sure.
Robert Whittaker taking on Paulo Costa.
I think the first question we really got to ask is which Robert Whittaker is showing up.
We can only go by what the last time we seen him.
Oof, that's not a good Robert Whittaker then, now is
That's
it?
not. Yeah, nah. He was in there tiptoeing around last time we seen him.
That being said, which Paulo Costa is showing up?
He looked like. Hold on, was it Luke Rockhold his last fight?
Yes.
Was that his last fight?
That was
Yes.
that was 2022, right?
Oh my god, my boy! 2022, he looked terrible up in Salt Lake with them deflated lungs, hands on your knees. Hey, that was crazy.
Yes, that was wild. Like your
It's
boy literally
2024.
that was literally,
And it was early in the year too, though, wasn't it?
August 20th.
Oh, it's August. Okay.
That's wild. That was atrocious. But it's just weird, months. Man. People forget, like, Paulo Costa was that dude, bro. He was
before he ran into his daddy.
Stop it.
That was his daddy. He dominated him. The man grabbed his hips and humped him. Come on now.
Yeah.
How much more domination can we get?
I don't know, man. I've been humping a lot of people, and I don't get called daddy all the times. Sometimes
that's
it's Poppy.
Sometimes it's Poppy. All I'm saying is he ran into, the big dog in the yard, and I don't know who that is.
Well, good thing he didn't have to fight the biggest dog in the yard than Sean Strickland, right? All right, official picks.
I think you mean DDP. Ain't DDP the biggest dog in the yard?
Yeah, he just beat him.
Well, I was talking about like who beat the shit out of Izzy last, but that's fine.
Hey, have y'all seen that picture with the three dogs, the three Dobermans? And it's like Kamaru, Izzy, and Francis, and they all black one. Then there's an albino one that's DDP.
I have seen that. Yeah.
That shit is so funny, bro. That shit is so stupid.
Hey, you know what? Shout out to the continent of Africa, though. Because, like, someone had commented, like, a couple videos back and was like, y'all not showing love to Africa. And I was like, me and CJ was like, what are you talking about? Like, yeah, we are showing love to them. But we're not acknowledging it the way that you want us to. We are acknowledging all four, not just one. And that's what y'all want. Y'all want us to only talk about DDP. I'm going to talk about all three that came before him, starting with Kamaru Usman being the first, starting with Israel Adesanya being the second, starting with Francis Ngannou being the third, and last but not least, DDP being the fourth. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But the fact that within, what has it been, like a 5 to 6 year period, when you've only had maybe at max at one time 20 African fighters on the UFC roster, and 4 of them have now become champions, that's amazing. Shout out to the continent of Africa, whether you're from Nigeria, South Africa, or Cameroon. Like, that's an absolutely amazing feat. With that being said, I'm going with, I feel like, low-key, when I look at Robert just looked like a light-skinned version of a black man. Like, he's giving black man vibes. Is he not?
But you know what? I just watched the countdown. His daddy could be the furthest from it.
Oh, you
so,
right.
Yeah.
What his mama look like? I ain't never seen him.
That's what Mo said too, because she was like, his mama black. I was like, I don't know. Yeah, he's a Kiwi. Or a Maori, yeah.
Yeah, so they are indigenous to that land, and the Maui people are melanated people.
Yeah,
they're melanated
people. They are beautiful people.
Before the UK sent
strong too.
Sent they criminals over there.
I mean, I've been in a few Kiwis.
All right. Stop it.
Don't hate on me.
Definitely not. Yeah, I don't see no pictures of his mother. But either way, who y'all got?
I want to hear Jace how he feeling about this one.
Whew. I mean, it's a rough one for me. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's a rough one for me. Because I think this fight could go either way. That being said, though, man, yo, I'm a diehard for my peoples. I ride with my peoples. From the good and the bad. I'm going with Paulo Costa to come back and being that dude.
Who'd you pick, Scott?
Robert Whittaker.
Damn. Man, you know what? There's always been something about Robert Whittaker that I did not like.
It's his
What?
face.
I don't.
Really?
Man, it's something. I don't know where to. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say put my what on it. Pause. There's something about him, bro. I don't know. So, me and my girl met Paulo Costa before. You know, a lot of people don't like Paulo Costa because he bullshits around a lot. And I'm gonna be a hater because everybody loves Robert Whittaker. So let's go Borachina. I want him to win.
That's surprising.
Yeah, let's go. I want him to win.
Question:
Just
how
on some
big
hater shit.
Is Rob in person, or not Rob, but Costa?
Brother, we were at Six Flags. This motherfucker was in the roller coaster seat, and you know them motherfuckers be tiny. I was like, I don't know. I was like, because he looked like a Brazilian Superman in person. I was like,
yeah,
is that Paulo Costa? I looked over at my girl. She was like, nah. I was like, nah. And then the crazy thing, the ride broke down, so he had to get off the ride.
Damn.
And I was like, Borachina. He turned, and I was like, oh yeah, let's say what's up to him. And he was
wild,
fucking huge, bro. Pause. Like big body, built out. But yeah, so I'm gonna go with him. And he had those weird toe shoes on, so I don't know how I feel about that. That's mad awkward.
Hey, y'all gonna come back here next week when Rob win, and I'm gonna be like, y'all must have forgot. Y'all must have forgot who the fuck he was because everybody that he didn't fought, he didn't put it on him at
Rob
middleweight.
finds the dog in himself right now. Because the last time we was there, Sky. And I text you and I was like, I feel like we in the twilight zone. Something didn't feel right about him. And we say that a lot about fighters and like, oh, they just had an off night or something wasn't right. And that's how it felt when he fought DDP. And hopefully he does bring it out of him and has a good fight. And he can beat him.
When he fought DDP though, we picked DDP.
We were picking DDP. We definitely were picking DDP.
So like we knew DDP was gonna win. And I just feel like everybody can have an off night, but I feel like when we think about the version of Robert Whittaker that we know, he goes out there and he's gotten it done against all the top 5 except for at this point DDP and Izzy. He's been able to get it done off of them. I mean, Paulo Costa, I don't know. I just can't stand him. Like,
why?
He's an interesting character, man.
Because he plays around too much, and because of that shit that he did against Marvin Vettori. When he came down, he was 225 pounds, didn't even make weight. Said they had to reset it to make weight at 205. He didn't even make 205. They had to weigh in at 215. This is all happening in the middle of the night. It was unprofessional. And then after that, you get inside there laughing and being fucking goofy and shit, and it wasn't cool at all. Like I cannot respect that. And then that's why he ended up losing that fight.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like the ref was against him because as soon as he did that first eye poke, Jason Herzog took a point. I don't know if y'all remember that, but I believe it was round 1.
But I also feel like you say that, but like you still ride with that big idiot Khamzat.
Okay.
I mean, when's the last time he made weight? You know, like he
did make weight. He made weight at his last fight against Kamaru Usman.
He known for missing weight.
No, he's not known for missing weight. He missed weight one time.
No.
One of my people have a hot take about Khamzat too. If we have time, we could talk about that.
Yeah, we'll definitely have time.
Speak on it right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so his hot take. Shout out to my boy MMA with Simon on TikTok. Y'all go follow him if you're on TikTok. He said by the end of the year, Khamzat will be a champion at 185.
Is he on my champion list? Wait, I got him at 185. I got him at 185, so I'm cool with it.
Oh, to be the champ at 185?
Yes. Let
Oh,
me see. Yep, I got Khamzat Chimaev. Wait,
so
where is
that's
he
not
at?
even that really that hot of a take
No,
to
I got
start.
Izzy. I got Izzy. Never mind. I got Izzy. Um, but that's because I don't.
Eh,
I don't.
He's at number 9 in the rankings right now, right? Didn't we say? Oh, the rankings changed this weekend. It should or today. It should
Man,
change.
what rankings? Them things, they so full of shit.
what
What rankings?
what
Okay.
rankings?
All
Like,
right.
It
they
Is
don't
that
be
how
matter
we
no
up
more.
really
with they.
feel?
It don't
Yeah,
matter no
because the
more.
UFC don't care. Number 2, Merab is fighting
Number
Henry
3.
Cejudo.
Who's
When
number
number
3?
6, who has barely won a fight, is
Who's
now
number
fighting the
3?
champion. These motherfuckers, they don't care. They
Number
don't
2
care
is
about shit.
fighting. Number 2 is fighting the number 3. What's wrong with that?
But why
The
is the
fact that
champ fighting
number
number
2
6?
is the fact that number 2 is on a 10-fight win streak. I mean, a
Who?
9-fight win streak.
Who?
Yeah.
What's the
Anyways,
kid's name?
so that's the hot take that Khamzat Chimaev is going to be champion.
By the
Abs-
end of 2024.
absolutely not.
Okay, I can see it.
Absolutely not. No
They
chance.
got Khamzat at 11
I'm
as of
surprised
Oh,
he's
today.
that high.
who'd you have at 185 at the end of the year, Jace? When we did that,
Jace
Shit.
had, let me tell you, because I got it right here on the tracker. He had DDP.
DDP.
DDP,
Let's go. And still.
and I said Izzy, right?
Yeah. We all said Izzy. Me, you, and Damiens said Izzy.
Because how I see what's probably going to happen is that they're going to make him fight Izzy next, and that's going to be at International Fight Weekend because he's smart and he's not going to take it at 300. And then he'll fight one more time, which might be a rematch with Sean, because I think what the UFC is going to do is put Sean Strickland against Khamzat.
Yeah, but you said that DDP was going to lose to Izzy a couple weeks back.
I always have the right to change my mind.
Clearly, he does it often.
What? Hey, it ain't fight pick time. I'm just talking at this point. You feel me? I'm just talking.
It's not official until we get there.
That's fair. It ain't official like a referee. You heard?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. All
And
right.
then the main event, we're finally here. Alex Volkanovski taking on Ilia Topuria.
CJ, go ahead and bless us.
Okay. So I want Volk to win. But this goddamn 35 and older curse is creeping around, and people have not been doing well with that curse. So I'm going to pick Ilia in the hopes
Ooh.
that I'm wrong. Right?
What?
Yeah, in the hopes that I'm wrong. So they can be like, hey, fuck it, CJ, you fucked up on this pick. It was not a good pick. You lost. Hopefully I'm jinxing Ilia. Because I'm not liking his vibe the past couple weeks, man. Where he's like, if I win, I'm not gonna fight nobody at 145. Like, what are you talking about? You want to go down and fight somebody at 135? You want the guy from 135 to come up and fight you? Like, what? You want to fight Connor? The guy ain't been around in 2.5 years. Like, come on, brother. You have people at 145 to fight.
First of all, you can't be mad at anyone for wanting to fight Connor. That's red panty night is a real thing.
Connor's not going to 145.
I didn't say he was. I'm just saying in general, you can't be mad at someone trying to
Get that
get
money.
paid. That's red panty night.
Yeah, but
I'm
he's
big
not going to
opponent getting money.
145. And
Exactly.
Ilia's way too small.
I don't know him like that, but okay. Let me ask you this then, CJ, to kind of piggyback on what you were saying right now. What is it about Ilia that people just don't like?
I don't
I'll
think
tell you.
people that I know Sky got she finna get on her rant mode. I don't think there's a lot of people who don't like him. That little thing where he was just like, no, I'm not gonna give Max a shot. I'm not gonna give Brian Ortega or Yair or these people a shot. I was like, then who you gonna fight? Those are the people who are in the top 5-10 in 145. Other than that, bro, he has a lot of skills. I think he's very good. He's decent on the mic. And coming to this fight with him and Volk, to me, it's kind of looking like a mirror of each other, right? It's a flip of a coin. One guy's the younger guy, guy's the older guy who's a vet, who's beat damn near everybody at 145, all the top people, all the greats. So, and the only thing with Volk, I want him to win. But if he loses, I don't want to see him go out bad. I don't want to see him get knocked out. I don't want to see him. If it's a decision and Ilia wins, I'm like, all right, cool. I just don't want to see him get like knocked out in the third round where he looking crazy, and then that's where the downslide is gonna start to happen. And I don't want to see that because he's a super good fighter, man.
Mm. Sky?
But hold on, real quick.
Oh,
But
yeah.
if Volk does win, I feel like it's gonna be a decision where he steals maybe like a 3-2, a 4-1, just because we've been seeing the vets fighting these younger dudes and stealing wins from these guys. That type of vibe. And if
Yeah.
Mm.
Ilia wins, he's knocking his ass out.
Get
Um.
silly. Hey, get
First,
silly.
first, shout out to Volk for shooting that old man video.
Oh my god, that
That
was
is hilarious.
A1, A1.
Like the acting was on point, the humor was on point. Like he said, "Oh, okay, I see Ilia got these little videos and they cool, but like, watch me hold my beer," and that shit was hilarious. Why people don't like Ilia Topuria is one because of his arrogance, and he has not fought anybody in the top 15. He has not fought those dogs up at the top. He did not have to fight Max. He did not have to fight Yair or Brian Ortega. He is being handed this opportunity because they do not want anybody to fight Max Holloway.
Arnold
Secondly,
Allen.
yeah, Arnold Allen, none of them. He didn't have to do none of that. He hasn't had to fight anybody. He hasn't fought the upper quote unquote echelon at 145. Secondly, the things that he is saying is very off-putting in general for the average fan. Like they're just not behind it. If he loses, he will be the laughing stock. He will enter into Ian Garry territory because you've been going on a rampage. You've updated your bio to UFC champion. You've put yourself at 15-0. You've talked about how you're going to beat Volkanovski, which is fine because everybody talks about how they're going to beat their opponent. The way that he's went about it is just disrespectful to who Volkanovski is. Like, and people just not vibing with it. You know what I mean? Like, you've been quiet this whole time. You ain't been talking like this the whole time. And all of a sudden, like, you're bringing out this side of you, and people just aren't feeling it. And once again, the only reason why you're there, like Yair Rodriguez said, is because of they don't want you to fight Max Holloway because of what happened to Arnold Allen. Um, and in general, what is there like? What is there to like? Who knows him? What is his standout performance? Bryce Mitchell? Bryce Mitchell's his standout performance? That ranks for you, Jace?
Well, first of all, there's just like terrible holes in your argument because he's beat people in the top 15.
No, he
And
beat Bryce Mitchell and Josh Emmett. That's it.
were they in the top 15?
Correct. But
Okay.
that's it. I said in the top
Okay.
5. Listen to what I said. I
No,
said the
you
top
said
5.
top 15.
I
That's what
said
you said.
top
I
5. I said
promise
the
you
top
said
5.
top 15.
And I
I
listed
promise you
Max,
said top
Yair,
15.
and
I
Ortega.
promise
Don't
you
worry,
said
I'll
top
run it back.
15.
Don't
Run it
run.
back.
Don't worry,
Clip
I'll
it.
run it back.
Receipts. Come on now.
Go ahead. And
Dude,
when you're wrong, then
call
you'll
me
just
Ariel
continue to go
Hawani.
on.
King of receipts.
And
You
when you're
heard?
wrong, you'll just continue
You
to go on
heard?
because you don't take
You
accountability
heard?
for
You
shit.
heard?
You don't take
You heard?
accountability for shit on here. But go ahead.
That being said, yes, I 100% would say his most standout performance was against Bryce. He beat the shit out of Bryce. Now, obviously, we don't look at Bryce the same way that we might have been looking at him last year, right? But last year, going in that fight where he was undefeated and everyone talking about he was that dude, as were you, Sky, talking about how Bryce
And
was
he
that
was
dude.
ranked number 13. He still wasn't even in the top 5 or the top 10.
We're talking.
Bryce Mitchell had not
Hey,
fought anybody in the
first of
top
all, like
10
you
or
said,
5.
we're not even talking about rankings anymore, right?
But
But
no,
just
I
hype,
never said
just
that. I
hype.
said the UFC doesn't give a shit about it. That's what I said.
First and foremost, going into that fight, okay, Bryce Mitchell had a hype train on him. Can we agree on that?
So did Ilia.
Okay, then. So, and then that's why I said now we can look back and say maybe he hasn't aged as well, right? Because Bryce has taken some L's, right? But going into that fight, we didn't know that. We just saw two dudes going in there. What we love to see and what we want to see more are people putting their O on the line, and it was O for O, and we was hyped up for it. Oh, sorry, Sky. I realized we didn't get your official prediction.
I already said Alexander Volkanovski for the last 2 months.
Oh well, just wanted to make sure because things can change in time. You might got some new information. Shout out to James Krause. So yeah, that being said, I went back and forth on this a lot just because I'm thinking about Ilia, his slick boxing, you know what I mean, his bravado, his brash, because he hasn't lost yet, you know. But then it's just Volk. And like we know what Volk's gonna go out there and do. He ain't about to bang. He about to go out there and dry hump that man for 5 rounds, tire him out, try to get him into deep waters, try to ground and pound him, make him taste his own blood for the first time. Like that I think is not only the easiest path to victory for Volk, I would say borderline his only path to victory. Do y'all think that's the same or no?
I think that Volk can still beat him on the feet, keeping him at range with his kicks. He's really good going in and out, cutting different
I,
angles.
I
He's
was just
super
about to
fast.
say that. Yeah.
He's super fast as well as Ilia. It's a little bit more of a path that's dangerous because we do know that Ilia has those paws. Um, but I think he can still beat him on the feet as well. But Volk's bread and butter is to take you down, rain down on you. But we gotta account for the fact that Ilia Topuria is a black belt and has 8 career submissions compared to only 4 knockouts. So it's not like he's some chump on the ground, which he showed against Bryce as well. So it's gonna be competitive, I think, or unless like somebody just gets washed.
Fast and early and quick. Yeah.
Do, do,
Pause.
do, would y'all take the over or the under on this fight for rounds?
Which round?
No, so like if the over under set at 2.5 round, are you taking the over or the under?
I would take the over. Yeah, I would say like round 3, round 4 if somebody were to be finished.
Yeah, me too.
So then y'all think that this fight most likely, not that it will, go to decision?
I think that if Ilia wins, it is by a finish. If Volk wins, it's by decision. Kind of like what CJ said, like 3-2 situation with Volk. Um and if Ilia wins, I believe that he'll have finished Volkanovski,
hmm
whether
And
that's
it
in a submission or a knockout.
and if it's one of those fights, those Volk type of fights, the rounds will be close. Those razor thin close rounds, and you're like, I don't really know how to score that, but he'll do something in there or he'll steal the round. He's good for, like Sky always says, towards the end of the last minute, the last 30, the last 20 seconds, he ends up doing something in the round where he can steal it. But I'm just real nervous for Volk right now. He's a dog, but that last fight with Islam, I feel like it took a lot out of him, man. It took a lot out of him, and that was a big jump, jumping up to 155 short notice, and all whatever he was talking about, drinking and all that bullshit,
Uh,
whatever, whatever. But that takes a lot out of you every time you step in the octagon, especially if you get knocked out. You leave a lot of yourself into that octagon. So I'm hoping that he comes the best him. Pause. Hey, yo, that was
oh, that's
crazy. That
crazy.
was hella crazy. I just hope he's the best him, ready to go. Um,
Mm,
I think he has the ability to beat Ilia, but I also feel that Ilia has the ability to beat Volk, right? He
mm.
throws hard, he throws combos, he can grapple, like Sky said. He does have great ground game. It's interesting. It's gonna be a high level fight, man. So I'm kind of nervous for Volk a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie.
If Volk loses this fight, does he get / deserve a immediate rematch?
Oh,
It now in the beginning, I said that he would deserve a rematch, but then somebody in the comments reminded me that dang, that would be like 2 knockout. Assuming it depends on how he loses. If
yeah,
it's a point decision, if it's a decision
split
and it's close
decision.
they'll run a rematch for sure. If it's just like 4-1 Ilia and like Volk just wasn't there probably won't be a rematch, but I still would be on the side. I still would be okay if they gave him a rematch because he has defended the belt 5, almost 6 times. So I could understand if they didn't give it to him, but I would just out of respect, Like sometimes that's what happens. Like even if you do get a 4-1 because you have been a reigning champion. But if you go inside there and you get knocked out,
Sparked out fast.
I think we might need to step back. Take 9 months to a year off. Might come back to a shot, but maybe not right now. Like I just because I keep thinking about Kamaru Usman, and when Kamaru came back, he came back 6 months later. Volk's coming back 4 months later. When
Yeah, it's
Kamaru
fast. It's a
came back,
pretty quick turnaround.
it wasn't the same Kamaru, and we know who Kamaru was, but he was really timid. He was different. I don't think that Volk's gonna be the same way, but I didn't think Kamaru was gonna go inside there like that either. So that's the main thing that I'm kind of just like nervous about, like CJ was saying, because Volkanovski that doesn't get knocked out by Islam shines on Ilia, in my opinion.
It's a different fight, yeah.
Yeah.
But like we were saying about the immediate rematch, I'm like, yeah, because it's Volk, and I'm also kind of like, I kind of tired of seeing Volk in a championship fight. I would like to see Ilia fight somebody different, but Volk has done his thing to deserve a shot back, depending on how the fight goes. If it's a split decision and it's razor close, I'm like, all right, cool, run it back. But if he gets sparked out, let's see him fight somebody else. I'll be okay with that also.
I think if Volk loses this fight, he goes to 155.
Why not?
That's what I think.
How long do you think he'll stay there? I was thinking about that also, but how long do you think he'll stay there? 1, 2 5? Because if once you go there, I'm like, and depending on how the fight goes, if he gets sparked out and he goes to 155, there's nothing but killers up there also that are bigger, stronger, faster, hit hard as hell. So it's dangerous up there.
That's facts.
It's dangerous up there. And we're already clamoring about Max going up, and Volk's already older. Volk's way older than Max. So it's scary at 55. Fighting dudes like BSD. Fighting dudes like Jalen Turner.
And that chin already been checked.
Yeah, he might not be the best fighter, but dude is 6'3", athletic, who can fight, he can move. It's like, it's a different game at 55, man.
It's a different game.
It's a different game, man.
The game has changed. I feel that.
Especially when the chin is
yeah.
When it's chinny. Because like I said, Max Holloway knocked him down 2 times. Islam knocked him down 3 times in their last fight. And then in their first fight, and then in their last fight, knocked him completely the fuck out. So he is susceptible to getting clipped. He might land on that one little knee, but he still, like, the chin, he ain't got like no Marvin Vettori or Max Holloway type chin. Yeah. You know what I mean?
He good for dropping on that knee. I'll be like, good Lord. He drop on that knee and pop right the hell back up.
Yes. All of a sudden, oh shit.
Shit. You're like, what the hell?
All right. Okay.
So Jace, what's your pick?
Yeah, absolutely. Before that, I just got one more quick question for y'all.
He trying to get our data.
No. I already made up my mind. I'm just interested to know y'all's answer to this one. Is it a better storyline for the UFC for Ilia or to Volk to come out this champion?
It's a better storyline for Ilia, in my opinion, because it opens up the division. All those 4, 5, 6, all those people that Volk has already beat are now able to come back in, kind of like with Izzy. Like when Izzy's out of the way, all of a sudden 185 opened up. Also, I know they really want to go to Spain. He's got the pass to Spain. Like, you know what I mean? Like they want to do a big fight in Spain. And also now you have like this really good storyline of Ilia. He's been talking super, he's been talking real big. And now you go out there on some Conor McGregor-ish, and everything that you said is true. And you go inside there and you kill off, people's pound for pound number one. A lot of people's GOAT, people who were contending for that. And that just makes for really good sound bites. That makes for really good promotion.
My God. Listen, if he wins this fight, just because of like the Instagram shit like that, like little parentheses, I can see it. I told you so. Like, yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. A Spanish Conor McGregor.
And then on top of that, then you have, this whole time Sean O'Malley's been, I don't know what him and Sean O'Malley are on about, but they
For
want to
real
fight
though.
each other. Like, because Sean O'Malley don't want to fight Volk, but he'll fight Ilia.
Your man wear a size 5 shoe. Like the fuck?
Okay, like,
How do you know that? Like,
right? Why?
Yeah,
a
but
better
these Pauls,
question.
hey, these Pauls get to talking though. Shit,
Right.
what you talking about?
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think Sean actually wants to fight Ilia. It sounds good.
Hey, neither
It
does
sounds
Patty.
good.
Neither does
Hey,
Patty.
your boy Patty was all bark no bite because your boy Ilia was for years been saying you can get this work, nigga. You can get this work.
Yo,
That's
look,
funny. Yeah,
look at the
I
change
forgot about that.
in the trajectory, right?
Mm.
UFC London, you know, Patty was like this. He was a shooting star. Nobody really even knew who Ilia was like that. And all of us, you know, we were all like Team Patty kind of because it was kind of just like, oh, who is this dude? Like, what happened here? And now Ilia is fighting for the championship, and Patty is like
Fighting retirement home fighter.
Oh, not
Clip
Tony.
it.
We loved.
Clip it.
Oh my
That's got to be in the
gosh.
reel. Fighting
That's hilarious.
retirement home fighters. I'm dead.
Hey, shout out to our boy Tony. Please don't let him fight again.
Rest in peace. Blades and
Please don't.
Shades. Rest in peace, man.
Oh man,
That's
brother.
that's my second favorite fighter of all time. He's
I'm
my
gonna tell you this
second
right
favorite
now.
fighter of all
I'm
time.
on some. If he fights again, I want him to lose.
Who?
Mm.
Tony,
He will lose.
you might as well. If
He
you're gonna
will.
lose, just be the best loser.
Oh man.
Flip the coin, go on that great winning streak, go on the losing streak. You might as well get the record for that one too, brother. Like, come on now. You are already at the door. Let's just put him in both of the books, man. Fuck
Let me
it.
see. How many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Seven?
5, 6, 7. If he loses again, he'll tie Sam Alvey, who has the longest losing streak in UFC history
But
currently at 8.
doesn't Sam have like a no contest or something in the middle of that to kind of break that up or something?
Let's see. Let's look at Sam.
Because he like if Tony do, he might as well just take that L, bro. Go ahead.
He had a draw.
He had a draw in the middle of that, so.
Wait, he has actual. Let me share this screen. He has 8 actual losses, but even in the middle of that was a draw. So 1, 2, 3, 4,
Winless for
a
9.
draw, and then 4 losses after that. Like, so you really lost 9. Like,
A 9 with fight winless streak.
yeah,
winless. So that draw kind of
yeah.
just saves him from.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Hey, but he the champ though, so shout out to Sam Alvey.
Shout out to
Hey,
Smiling Sam, boy.
right there. Shout out to Combat.
Hey,
Combat Karate.
Combat Karate,
Yeah.
cool, bro.
It's
You all
fun.
casual fans out there, go check that shit out. That shit is cool.
You ain't never seen somebody fight on the moon.
Yes.
How many times have you seen that?
The setup
How
was
many
cool.
times?
The setup was dope.
The setup was dope. You know, people, oh my God, you know, I hate when people go to the ground. Hey, it's all stand up. It's all stand up. All right. Official pick. Enough semantics. I'm not gonna make you wait. I'm not gonna draw you one way to bring you back to the other in classic Jace style. I ride with Ilia Topuria. You know, I think he's great, but
Pussy.
you know, but do I smell a whore? Shout out to last weekend. But that being
Hey,
said,
yo.
oh my bad. Different podcast. But that being said, I mean, he's Alexander the Great Volkanovski. He's 145. I think he's going to play this safe, and does do everything he can to get the fucking dub. You know, that being said, I was really disappointed by Volk. As much as I've like been on his train for the past couple of years, like the fucking, you know, like y'all know how, you know, everyone, I think I can speak for the podcast. Everyone fucking just irate about these fucking excuses. We don't want to hear, oh, I wasn't doing this, because if you'd have won the fight, you wouldn't have said nothing about, oh, I was drinking beer. Like, unless you're John Jones, unless you're John Jones. Like, yeah, man, yes, I did cocaine last week and still beat your ass. Like, don't no one talk about no ratchet ass shit.
Hey, that is exactly what I commented on like one of the Instagram posts, like of him talking about how much he was drinking and stuff. I was like, so what you're really saying is you're not John Jones.
Yes.
You're not Obi-Wan Kenobi because your boy was out effing whores and doing coke. Like, he still beat DC.
Still beat
DC.
Jesus.
I was doing coke and partying when I beat you. Like, come on.
Still beat your ass, nigga.
That's, man.
Yeah, so I just think like Volk is gonna, take this old school and then try to grind them out. So yeah, unfortunately, for Volk, he's just not gonna get it done. Ilia Topuria and new. You know why? Because it's a new age. It's the evolution of the fighter. This is the new age fighter that Dana and all of us MMA fans have been talking about. This is a natural progression. This is evolution at its finest. Your boy Ilia Topuria is going to go on there and beat the brakes off this nigga. I cannot wait. And then he's going to go and bring the UFC to España and do a fight in the stadium Bonabao, Homa Madrid.
He just dropped some bars. I don't even know what he just said,
Right.
but it sounds good.
Ilia Topuria and new.
Okay, so
And
Jay,
new.
real quick. So if Ilia goes out, say he goes out there 30 seconds, sparks Volk, boom, no immediate rematch. Who does Ilia fight next at 45? Who would you like to see him fight?
I wouldn't like to see him fight Max because I think he fucks Max up. I would say 100% Max would be the most deserving at 145. Kind of almost caveat, almost regardless of what happens against him and Gaethje. As long as he doesn't go out there and gets beat the fuck up, like he can even get sparked by fucking Justin, but not like beat the fuck up. Shout out to Tony. Then I'm gonna say Max. I know. But other than that, like I don't. There's no real contenders at 45. Like there's no one who I'm clamoring to see get a shot at 45. Unless checking the clock for Ramadan. Usman, he should be about ready to come back to fight here soon.
He has to
he
fight March
has
2nd.
a fight against a nobody.
Oh, he does? Oh, yeah.
Nobody wants to fight him.
That, man.
Nobody wants to fight him, so they literally are signed somebody from out of nowhere, 14-0 dude, to come and fight him.
Yeah. Other than that, like 145, like there's no one who really.
Hold on. Usman's at 35.
Yeah, Usman is at 35.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my bad. Yeah. There's bring up 45 real fast.
So did 45 just kind of die a little bit? The best we'll have is Mosbar. What's bro name?
Mosbar everybody
Ivalov,
trying to avoid Max.
Whatever bro's name is.
Because can't nobody get past, as you guys like to call him, the ultimate gatekeeper. Can't nobody get past him. So we got Max at 1, Yair, Ilia at 3. Oh, they just moved him up. Brian Ortega at 4, Ivalov at 5, Arnold Allen at 6, Josh Emmett at 7, Calvin Kattar at 8, Giga at 9, and Bryce Mitchell at 10. We don't need to go down the rest of the 5.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Ivalov would be the most deserving after that.
And he just fought, what was that, January?
Yeah.
He fought they
Arnold Allen.
Double A.
Yeah, they probably could link up somewhere down the line because I don't know if they're going to give him that, depending on what happens with Max and Gaethje.
Yeah, I mean,
45 is interesting right now. It's kind of weird. It's at a weird place.
I think that if Ilia wins, they definitely throw Max in there. It's it's the fight that the people want to see. First of all, because people want to see Max Holloway, just like Robert Whittaker, lose at 145 to somebody that's not named Alexander Volkanovski, right? Like people are just like, if he's just running through everybody else there, then it is what it is. But if Max wins, there's still fights that Max can fight. It just puts Volkanovski. But I did hear Volkanovski say that like 155 is close for him. Like he does want to go back up to 155. So at the end of the day, at the end of this at the end of this fight, we need answers as to like what's going to be next, because 145, because of the Max Holloway trilogy, has stunted the growth of 145, and then you have Brian Ortega, who's just been injured, just sitting there. Yair, like,
Bro's been there for 2 years, not doing nothing. Like,
you know what I mean? Like when you look at the division, it's a problem because you do have Max and Volk who are here, right? And then everybody else can't get past them. So it's really made the division just like stale.
As much as we like to fight on the podcast about shit, is there anything more just like mind-boggling that like Ortega has not been out of the top 5 in like 18 years?
I don't understand
Like,
that. It's like, and I like Brian Ortega. Don't get it messed up. His last fight was against Yair. That was 2022, and it feels so much longer than that. And the fight didn't even get finished because the injury, he got submitted, however you want to look at it. But he's been gone for so long, out of sight, out of mind. It's like, why are you still at 4 or 5? Like, bro, bump his ass to the back of the bus.
Been at top 5. He's always been top 5.
Shout out to Rosa Parks, Black History Month.
Ever since
full circle, baby, full circle. You heard? Full circle.
Oh man, yeah. So we will see. Let's do a quick recap of who we have for our final predictions. All right. So I went Volk. Damiens went Volk. And CJ and Jace went Topuria, right?
I went Ilia in case so I can jinx him.
Okay.
So he took Topuria. Let's go.
Yep.
All right. Me and Damiens went Robert Whittaker, and both of y'all went Paulo Costa.
On some hater shit.
Damn, that's so weird. How we 2 fights?
I know y'all.
Hey, me and Jace don't never agree on nothing.
I
know. Oh my god. And we agree on your boy Geoff too. That's 3. That's
everybody
3
with Geoff.
We already know what month it is. We already know what month it is.
Yeah,
this is travesty if you don't do it. Shit. See, hey, people, you hear him? People, you hear him?
Hey, I pick who I think gonna win the fight.
I can't remember who Damiens picked. I think he might have picked Cejudo.
He picked Cejudo.
Oh, he picked Cejudo. Yeah, because we're split on that one.
Yeah, I had to go back and look, but I went Merab. Who else went Merab? CJ?
I went Merab. Yep.
Okay, and then Jason Damiens went Henry, and then we all went Roman.
All went Chase Hooper.
All went Roman. Yep.
Cool.
We all kind of like right here with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
strange.
I mean, because if we're actually really being honest, y'all, Ian Garry gonna win this fight. But let's go, Geoff!
You gotta hope. Sometimes you gotta be delusional.
Neal Magny crawled so Geoff Neal could run, y'all. Like,
run, Forrest, run!
For a long time, I thought they was the same nigga.
No, for real.
And who's the headliner of the prelims?
Amanda Lemos versus Mackenzie.
Okay, never mind. Fuck it. We don't care.
Yeah.
Who's under him?
Thank you.
I mean,
thank you.
I care, but we ain't gotta talk about it.
Clip it.
Who's under them? Justin Taffa. Oh Lord Jesus!
I like his little dance he be doing,
bro. I fuck with Justin Taffa, bro. He probably gonna get lumped up, but I fuck with him.
But listen,
I always cheer for Taffa.
Like the
who
same
that? Who ain't got no picture?
Carlos Vera.
Who?
Exactly.
Another Ecuadorian. Maybe he's gonna have Chito Vera in his corner.
A light heavyweight Asian? What?
Oh, that's crazy.
His nickname is Mountain Tiger.
Yeah, that's fire.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's hella fire.
I mean, shout out to Val Woodburn after his being KO'd by your boy Bo Nickel.
Bo Nicholas.
He's finally back.
And he's fighting at welterweight.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Also, he dropped down. Dropped down, got his evil on.
Hey,
there you already know. Shout out to Nelly.
I'm pulling for him, bro. I'm pulling for Val.
He
Now,
appreciates it.
like now, this is his first UFC fight for me. This is his real first UFC
I
fight.
definitely could respect that because he had what 4 day notice or something like that. Bro was
Yeah,
mowing lawns or something.
yeah. He said, "What? You gonna pay me 10 racks? Shit, I'll lose to this nigga. Fuck it."
Stop it. Stop it. Hey, you know what we should have had? We should have had Zombie Man Jay on here because that's his teammate.
Oh
That's his
yeah.
man's in
Now.
them. Yep.
Yeah,
Fact.
so that would have been cool. But we'll definitely be back next week to go over the results. Hopefully, we know who's headlining UFC 300. Hopefully, we are clear about what's going to happen. Go ahead, CJ.
Before we go, Friday, ONE FC does have a fight card going on. It's gonna be a solid card, so watch it. It's on Amazon Prime. So if y'all
Amazon
got that
Prime.
shit, go watch it. It's gonna be a banger. Okay, Sky,
Yes, sir.
get your outro.
Oh, no, but because it's Haggerty. Yeah, make sure
Yes,
y'all check out Haggerty now.
Eddie Albasolo's fighting. Luke Leslie. It's gonna be fun, y'all. Go watch more MMA. Watch more combat sports. You know me, man. I'll try to watch everything.
Oh, and also, y'all, keep the same energy that y'all have for the UFC and the way that they run their business, the same way that y'all should be keeping the same energy with ONE. Because what's
Uh,
his name? Sage Northcutt,
Sage. Yeah.
we putting them motherfuckers on blast. And the comments was quiet.
Hey, let's wait for the next pod before we open up those can of worms.
Yeah.
But
But
last thing before we do go for me is like shout out to what's going on with Uncle Dana and your boy from Ryzen.
what happened?
What happened with him?
I can't think of. Anyways, the president from Ryzen had a secret meeting with Dana White. Posted pictures of it. Y'all didn't hear about that
Really?
shit?
Mm-mm.
So for
No.
y'all who don't know, even though his name is eluding me right now, he used to be the former owner or CEO of Pride. Back
Okay.
and Dana and Pride did do business together a few
Yep.
different times, and then obviously the UFC bought out Pride. But yeah, the CEO of Verizon was at the UFC headquarters, hanging out
And
with
he was
Uncle
talking.
Dana.
And he was talking to the bare knuckle dude.
Yeah,
There we have it. Noble
Money
South
makes the
America.
world go around, guys.
Huh. Interesting.
yeah. Just keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it.
Well, we know they ain't gonna buy Ryzen right now because of that antitrust law. Like you always say, Jace, they can't make it seem like they're a monopoly right now, so they
Mm-hmm.
gotta play fair. But yeah, that is interesting. And the thing with BKFC, and I don't know if y'all had seen real quick, but your boy Mike Perry had put out like a little clip talking about that Dana White had offered the BKFC guy 200 million to buy BKFC.
Yes.
I don't believe Mike Perry because and only like I just don't like he was like, "Oh, I can't confirm." Like, it's Mike Perry. Mike Perry be saying a whole bunch of wild shit.
Hey, we
But
fuck with Mike Perry.
no, we do. And
It
it
is
is
February.
Black
It is.
History Month.
It is February.
Oh shit!
Either way, I had commented on it and I was just like, Daddy Dana can start his own BKFC. He ain't gotta buy nothing.
That's
That
true.
is true.
He can start his own. He got fighters that'll sign up and do it. He can. He did it with Power Slap. Like, it's everywhere. I'm like, so, like, I don't know if he'd want to necessarily buy. Like, maybe he was trying to negotiate something because your boy Connor has been to a couple of events and has been talking about wanting to do that. So maybe there was some type of, weird cross promotion they want to do, which would be crazy.
They ain't letting the golden goose get really, really fucked up, bare knuckles.
That'd be crazy.
Shit.
Shit. Shout out to The Wire. But yes, y'all.
Yeah. I was about to get on my
Yeah.
little shit. I wouldn't been going back watching that shit. I'm on season 2 again.
Hell yeah.
Hey, we love it. Best show of all time.
Facts. If y'all have not
Stamp it.
ever watched
Stamp
The
it.
Wire, if y'all have never watched The Wire, stop what you're doing right now. Go to HBO Max. Watch
Hey,
The Wire.
hey, yo.
Hey,
Omar's
you.
coming.
Omar.
Omar's coming.
Hey.
Got the red tops. Got the red tops.
Hey.
Hey, that's
I
what this
mean,
podcast is. We got them red tops. We got them
let's
fire. We
go.
got
That's
them
facts.
WMDs.
That's facts. That's
And
facts.
oh, you gonna make me go back? I rewatched it maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, but now I'm about to go back.
Yeah, do
If
it
y'all
again.
seen it before, do it again because it's so good.
Yes.
Like
And it
every
still is
season,
relevant. It still is relevant today.
but
Facts.
every season, like it didn't have a season to where you were like, "Dang, I'm just trying to make it through." Like when the Wire ended, it was kind of like, "Dang, we can't get another." Like y'all can't do a spinoff. Like, yeah. But
Character
anyway,
development,
yeah.
A1.
Chef's kiss, y'all. We are out of here. Peace.
Peace.